In this world, there's something called the $1 trillion club. And as you can guess, the entry fee is $1 trillion. So who has this kind of money? I mean, even the richest man in the world doesn't, meaning he's not part of the club. Sorry, Elon. Well, the answer is companies. Companies whose valuation has hit and surpassed $1 trillion. And the interesting thing is that this club currently consists of only 6 members, which include Apple, Microsoft, Saudi Aramco, Amazon, Google, and most recently Nvidia. Now, I can understand why the first 5 companies are a part of this club because, think about it, their products are so popular that everybody knows about them. But what about Nvidia? Except for tech lovers, gamers, and those who follow industry trends, I bet that only a few people know that a company called Nvidia even exists. So, how come this not-so-popular company beat even Facebook to join the $1 trillion club? In this video, we'll show you how Nvidia slipped quietly into the ranks to become a $1 trillion company. The rise of Nvidia. In 1993, Nvidia burst into the tech scene from a humble Fremont condo spearheaded by the visionary trio CEO Jensen Huang and his brilliant colleagues Chris Malachowski and Curtis Priem. Their mission? To revolutionize personal computing with cutting-edge 3D graphics chips. Fueled by their belief in a vast untapped market, they set out to turbocharge computing, leaving competitors green with envy. Thus, Nvidia was born, its name inspired by the Latin word for envy. Jensen Huang, now the CEO, didn't rely on traditional business plans. Instead, he honed his entrepreneurial skills through voracious reading and countless legal consultations. 6 months of relentless discussions and preparation culminated in Nvidia's incorporation, with a modest investment of $200 each. This initial stake granted them 20% ownership, laying the foundation for Nvidia's meteoric rise. Nvidia burst onto the scene. Windows 3.1 ruled the PC world. The iconic Sony PlayStation hadn't even made its debut yet, and Siemens hadn't unveiled the groundbreaking S10 displays that would usher in the era of colored displays. Picture this. The graphic landscape was nothing like what we see today, but amidst this backdrop, Jensen Huang and his co-founders saw a golden opportunity in the burgeoning realm of 3D graphics for gaming. These guys recognized that creating 3D graphics in video games placed intensive mathematical pressure on the central processing unit of PCs, and so they went ahead to create a chip that could handle these calculations in parallel, blazing past the CPU's serial limitations. Thus, the NV1, Nvidia's inaugural GeForce graphics card, was born. A marvel that seemingly integrated 2D and 3D graphics acceleration. While the NV1 faced its share of challenges, Nvidia persisted, forging ahead to redefine the very fabric of graphics technology. Then came 1997, when Nvidia found itself teetering on the edge of bankruptcy. Prior to that year, the company received an order from Sega, a key player in the gaming realm much like Nintendo, the powerhouse behind the iconic Sonic series, to create graphics cards for their cutting-edge 128-bit console. Nvidia agreed and went to work, and everything seemed to be on track until Microsoft's big announcement in 1997. With an earth-shattering announcement, Microsoft unveiled a texture mapping approach that would make Nvidia's product incompatible with Windows 95. This was a massive blow to Nvidia because with Microsoft's announcement, it seems like they only had 2 options, which were to stop building the card for Sega or build an inferior product that wouldn't make much sales. The first option would make them go broke instantly, while the second would make them go broke much later. This was a dilemma for the CEO, and the question that continued to ring for days was, what would they choose? However, it seemed like there was a third option. Jensen Huang picked up his phone, put a call through to the CEO of Sega, and told him that his company wouldn't be able to build the graphics card because of Microsoft's plans. But Jensen didn't stop there. In a humbling tone, he requested that the CEO of Sega pay him in full because without the money, Nvidia would be gone. Surprisingly, Sega paid him, and according to Jensen, he still doesn't know why the Sega CEO did that. But the money was able to sustain the company for the next 6 months, during which Nvidia built their next graphics card, the Riva 128, which put them back on the map. But it wasn't until 2 years later, in 1999, that Nvidia unleashed a game-changing marvel into the world, the GeForce 256, a graphics processing unit, or GPU. Unlike other tech companies, this technological marvel didn't just arrive, it stormed onto the scene with innovations like hardware transformation and lighting, setting a new standard for graphics processing. With the launch of the GeForce 256, Nvidia didn't just enter the market, it seized the throne, marking the beginning of its reign as the undisputed leader in the industry. The GeForce GPUs didn't just power games, they revolutionized industries like computer-aided design or CAD and scientific computing. Riding high on this wave of success, Nvidia didn't stop there. In 2000, the acquisition of 3DFX bolstered its position even further, solidifying its dominance. But Nvidia wasn't content with just ruling the gaming and professional graphics realms. Oh no, they had bigger dreams. In 2001, they boldly stepped into the integrated graphics market with Enforce, expanding their reach and leaving competitors scrambling to keep up. And their dedication and excellence didn't go unnoticed. In 2002, Nvidia's meteoric rise was recognized when it was crowned the fastest growing American company, a testament to its relentless pursuit of innovation and quality. Fast forward to 2007, and Nvidia had experienced so much growth that it decided to dive into the mobile scene with their Tegra system-on-a-chip SoC platform, aiming straight for smartphones and tablets. But that wasn't enough for them. Oh no, they also leaped into the high-performance computing or HPC world with their CUDA parallel computing architecture, basically turning GPUs into superpowered multitaskers. Then in 2008, they dropped the mic with the Tegra mobile processor. But guess what? They were just getting started. Before AI was the talk of the town, Nvidia was already cooking up something special. They tapped into the magic of deep learning and AI. And in 2015, they unleashed the mighty Tegra X1 and Nvidia Drive. That move? It was their golden ticket into the world of autonomous vehicles and deep learning, and also marked the beginning of their path into the $1 trillion club, although it didn't happen until 8 years later. In a thrilling quest for innovation, Nvidia achieved groundbreaking milestones like the revolutionary Turing architecture in 2018, revolutionizing computer graphics with real-time ray tracing. Then, in 2019, they unveiled the dynamic Nvidia Studio, celebrating the vibrant creative community. Building on this momentum, in 2020, Nvidia made waves with the acquisition of Mellanox, propelling their influence in high-performing computing and data centers, and setting the stage for the remarkable Nvidia Ampere GPU architecture. Before the 2010s, Nvidia was primarily known for powering video game consoles like the Microsoft Xbox and Sony PlayStation. However, the dynamic landscape of Silicon Valley in the 2010s pushed Nvidia to expand its horizons. One exciting development was their collaboration with Google in 2014, bringing Nvidia chips to the forefront of Google Chromebooks. Not stopping there, automotive giants like Tesla also hopped on board, integrating Nvidia chips into their vehicles for advanced driver assistance systems. Then came the unexpected twist of the COVID-19 pandemic, shaking up work routines and igniting a surge in demand for data centers. Coupled with newfound enthusiasm for gaming during lockdowns, Nvidia saw its revenue soar. Despite these gains, Nvidia's $22 billion revenue in 2022 paled in comparison to its competitors' hefty $66 billion. But everything changed in 2023 with the onset of the artificial intelligence revolution, where AI programmers unlocked the true potential of Nvidia's GPUs, realizing their unparalleled efficiency in powering cutting-edge AI software like ChatGPT. Nvidia's foresight in investing early in AI is paying off big time, with every tech titan now vying for a piece of these coveted chips. From Amazon to Google, Meta to Microsoft, and even Oracle, everyone's jumping on the Nvidia bandwagon. Microsoft even spilled the beans, boasting a staggering 10,000 Nvidia chips powering OpenAI's supercomputer. With Nvidia churning out a whopping 80% of all GPUs, they are the undisputed heart of the AI revolution. Little wonder their value skyrocketed past the $1 trillion mark in 2023, firmly cementing their place in the AI Hall of Fame. Recently, Nvidia's latest earnings report sent shockwaves through the market, surpassing all expectations and propelling the company's value beyond $2 trillion. This meteoric ascent cements Nvidia as a formidable force in the tech industry, surpassing even giants like Meta, Tesla, and Samsung to secure a spot among the top 6 most valuable companies globally. The question now is, will Nvidia continue its stellar rise, potentially challenging titans like Amazon and Alphabet, or is this just a fleeting triumph? What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments section below. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and share with your friends. Until next time!
Millennials, a different approach to spending. Hello, friends! Today, we're diving into the spending habits of millennials, the generation often associated with avocado toast and overpriced lattes, while also being critiqued for their struggles with homeownership and retirement savings. But here's the truth. The reality behind millennial spending is much more nuanced and complex than the stereotypes suggest. Millennials are often misunderstood when it comes to their money management. They face economic challenges that previous generations didn't, and their priorities reflect a shift in values shaped by these circumstances. Before we dive deeper, take a moment and think about your own spending habits. What drives your financial decisions? Necessity, personal values, or perhaps societal pressure? Understanding millennial spending habits. Millennials aren't just spending impulsively. In fact, 2 primary factors explain how they spend their money differently from previous generations. Economic landscape. Millennials are navigating an economic environment where the cost of living has skyrocketed while wages have stagnated. Housing prices, student loan debt, and healthcare costs are through the roof, leaving millennials to adjust their financial approach. A shift in values. Millennials have learned from the mistakes of older generations. Instead of accumulating material wealth, they tend to prioritize experiences, personal development, and relationships. Research such as Harvard's study on adult development shows that meaningful relationships, experiences, and helping others are the true keys to long-term happiness. Let's explore 15 common expenses that millennials often face criticism for, but which can actually be smart investments in their overall well-being and happiness. Experiences over material goods. Millennials prioritize experiences over material goods. They want to enjoy life now, not just wait for retirement to travel or take time off. Whether it's spontaneous weekend trips or backpacking across Europe, millennials value the memories they create today. Think about it for a second. When was the last time a material item gave you long-term joy compared to a memorable experience with friends or family? Investing in personal aesthetics. Millennials are willing to spend more on fashion, skincare, and home decor. And it's not just about looking good. It's about feeling good. Personal aesthetics have a direct impact on their mental well-being. When they feel good in their environment, they tend to be more productive and satisfied with life. This generation understands the psychological benefits of self-presentation and the power of creating an inspiring personal space. Pursuing meaningful ventures. Instead of waiting until retirement to pursue their passions, millennials are doing it now. Whether it's restoring classic cars or starting creative side hustles, millennials invest time and money into what they love early on. The idea is simple. Why wait to pursue happiness? If you have a passion project, wouldn't you want to start it sooner rather than later? Spending on status-enhancing experiences. Purchases like the latest smartphone, designer clothes, or dining at upscale restaurants aren't just about immediate gratification. They also play a role in social positioning. Projecting an image of success can open doors, build connections, and create opportunities that might otherwise be missed. Millennials understand that sometimes image is a form of currency in itself. Think about your own social circle. How often do you notice that certain purchases or experiences boost your confidence or help you make valuable connections. Investing in digital privacy and security. In an increasingly digital world, millennials prioritize their online safety. They're willing to pay for services like VPNs, encrypted messaging, or identity theft protection. For them, digital privacy isn't a luxury. It's a necessity in an era of data breaches and cyber threats. Peace of mind in the digital world is something millennials see as worth every penny. Viewing food as an experience. For millennials, food isn't just about nourishment. It's about connection. Whether it's trying out new cuisines, dining at trendy restaurants, or hosting potlucks, millennials find joy in shared meals. These experiences foster relationships and create memories, making food-related spending feel like an investment in their social well-being. When was the last time a shared meal brought you closer to someone or left a lasting memory? Spending on self-improvement. The self-help and personal development industry has exploded, and millennials are its biggest customers. Whether it's attending workshops, buying motivational books, or enrolling in online courses, they believe in investing in themselves. After all, why not spend on things that make you smarter, more fulfilled, and more successful in the long run? Investing in memorable weddings. Millennials often allocate significant budgets to their weddings, opting for destination celebrations or personalized, elaborate events. Why? Because they view weddings as a chance to create lasting memories with their loved ones. For many, the focus is on making the experience unforgettable rather than sticking to tradition. Indulging in expensive hobbies, from fitness classes to creative hobbies, millennials love trying new things. While their hobbies can sometimes be expensive, they offer physical, social, and mental benefits. Investing in themselves in this way provides them with balance and growth. If you could pick up a new hobby today, what would it be? And would you see it as an investment in yourself? Choosing sustainable brands. More and more, millennials opt for sustainable brands, even if they come with a higher price tag. They want to align their spending with their values, prioritizing environmental and ethical responsibility. Millennials are willing to spend more today to ensure a better tomorrow for the planet. Enjoying small daily treats. Whether it's that daily coffee or a mid-afternoon snack, millennials aren't afraid to indulge in small daily treats. These minor expenditures add a sense of joy and balance to a fast-paced life. Critics might argue that these are unnecessary expenses, but for millennials, it's about managing stress and maintaining a sense of groundedness. Prioritizing mental health and therapy. Unlike previous generations, millennials are more open about mental health and are willing to invest in therapy and wellness services. They see the long-term benefits of addressing emotional challenges early on, recognizing that mental health is just as important as physical health. Joining premium gyms. Millennials often choose gyms that offer more than just exercise. They seek community and connections. Premium gyms that also provide networking opportunities, wellness classes, and social spaces become worth the investment. Paying for convenient services like meal delivery, grocery shopping apps, or home cleaning services are essential time savers for busy millennials. They recognize that time is their most valuable resource, and outsourcing mundane tasks allows them to focus on their careers, personal development, or passions. Seeking peace of mind. Finally, millennials invest in things that give them peace of mind: health insurance, pet care, or life insurance. Knowing their loved ones and pets are taken care of allows them to focus on their goals without the constant worry of what if, renting versus buying. Let's also talk about homeownership. While many millennials still choose to rent, it's not just because they're avoiding responsibility. Rising real estate prices, combined with a desire for flexibility, make renting the smarter option for many. Millennials are more strategic in saving for homes in affordable areas, rather than rushing into the market. Millennials may be criticized for their spending habits, but in reality, they prioritize what truly matters to them: experiences, self-improvement, and overall well-being. Their financial decisions aren't reckless. They're intentional, reflecting a shift in values that emphasize happiness and fulfillment over material accumulation. So the next time you see a millennial spending on something that seems unnecessary, remember that their choices are often investments in a meaningful, balanced life. How about you? What do you prioritize when it comes to spending? Let me know in the comments. Bye for now.
Rich Parents Teachings. Hey there, let's take a deeper look into something we all strive for: success. It's one of those concepts that seems simple, but when you really think about it, it's a lot more complex. Have you ever wondered what success truly means to you? If you were to ask a group of people, you'd likely get a bunch of different answers. Some might say it's about money, others might point to career achievements, and some might say it's all about happiness. But here's something interesting. Studies have shown that after someone earns around $125,000 per year, more money doesn't significantly add to their happiness or life satisfaction. So, if more money doesn't always equal more happiness, what does true success look like? Today, we'll explore 10 insights that wealthier parents often teach their kids, and how these lessons could help you on your own path to a fulfilling life. Let's dive in. Success is waking up with energy and inner peace. First off, success is as simple as waking up each day feeling energized and peaceful. Picture this: no stress about meeting deadlines or impressing others. Imagine starting your day feeling excited, yet calm, secure in your surroundings and purpose. How would your mornings look if that was your reality? Let me ask you, when was the last time you woke up feeling truly content? Think about it for a second. Wealthy parents often emphasize this mindset. Success isn't just a race for status, but a life that aligns with your personal values and peace of mind. Success is becoming someone your younger self would admire. Now think back to your childhood. Who did you dream of becoming? Success isn't just about reaching external goals like promotions or wealth. It's about evolving into someone your younger self would look up to. Take a moment and reflect. Would your childhood self be proud of the person you are today? Wealthy parents teach their kids that success is maintaining integrity and staying true to your values. How does that resonate with you? Success is uplifting the people around you. Here's a question. When you walk into a room, do you uplift others? True success isn't just about personal growth. It's about helping others grow too. Wealthy families often teach that success involves making a positive impact on those around you. Think about it. Is there someone in your life who needs encouragement today? What if your success could inspire them to break past their own limitations? Success is recognizing when you already have enough. Do you ever find yourself stuck in the cycle of always wanting more? Wealthy parents often teach their children that true success is recognizing when you already have enough. Constantly chasing after more can leave you feeling empty, no matter how much you achieve. Take a moment and reflect. What in your life right now is already more than enough? The richest people often find fulfillment not by accumulating endlessly, but by giving back and sharing what they have. Success is achieving balance in key areas of life. Success isn't one-dimensional. It's not just about financial stability or career achievements. It's about finding balance in the core areas of life: your health, relationships, and even your personal growth. Let's check in with ourselves. What area of your life might need more balance right now? Wealthy parents often remind their kids that no amount of money can replace your health or the connections you have with others. Success is raising children who still want to spend time with you. Here's one for the parents. What's your biggest hope for your kids as they grow up? Wealthy parents often see one of the greatest measures of success as having children who still enjoy spending time with them as adults. It's not just about seeing them succeed in life, but about maintaining a loving, supportive relationship that lasts through the years. How are you building those bonds today? Success is living a life that others find inspiring. True success is about more than just achieving your own goals. It's about inspiring others through your journey. Who in your life looks up to you, silently cheering for your success? Imagine the ripple effect. Who might be watching your journey, finding motivation to pursue their own dreams? Wealthy parents teach that success is about leaving a legacy that inspires others to aim higher. Success is surpassing even your own expectations. We all face doubts along our journeys. Have you ever been told your dreams were too big or too unrealistic? Success is when you push through those doubts and surpass even your own expectations. Think back to a time when you achieved something you once thought was out of reach. How did that feel? It's a lesson wealthy families pass down. Don't be afraid to aim high, and don't be surprised when you achieve more than you ever imagined. Success is finding where you truly belong. Do you feel like you've found a place where you truly belong? We all seek that sense of community, a space where we're valued for who we are. Success is about finding that place, whether it's in your personal or professional life. Have you found your place yet? If not, what's one step you can take toward finding it? Wealthy parents teach their kids to seek out environments where they can be their authentic selves. Success is turning admiration into mutual respect. We all start out by looking up to people, mentors, role models, leaders. But true success is when admiration turns into mutual respect. Have you ever had that moment when someone you once looked up to starts to see you as an equal? Wealthy parents often teach their kids to aim for this transformation. Admire, yes, but always strive to reach a point where that admiration turns into genuine respect. Who in your life could you reach that level with? These valuable lessons from wealthier families offer a new perspective on success, shifting the focus beyond just financial wealth. Success is not solely defined by material gains, but by the peace of mind you cultivate, the integrity you live by, and the balance you maintain in all areas of your life. It's also deeply rooted in the positive influence you have on those around you. By adopting these principles, we start to see success as a more holistic concept, one that encompasses inner fulfillment, ethical living, and meaningful relationships. It's about aligning your daily actions with your core values, finding harmony in your work and personal life, and contributing positively to the people and world around you. After reflecting on these 10 insights, it's time to ask yourself, what does success truly look like for you? How do these ideas reshape your understanding of a fulfilling life? Take a moment to ponder this, and as you do, remember that success is a journey. Let's continue progressing toward a life that's not only rich in finances, but also in purpose, peace, and connection. As you continue reflecting on these lessons, remember that success is a deeply personal and evolving concept. What it looks like today may not be the same as what it looks like in the future, and that's okay. Success is about growth, learning, and adapting along the way. It's about appreciating the journey as much as the destination, and realizing that each step forward, no matter how small, contributes to a richer, fuller life. So, as you move forward, keep redefining what success means to you. Stay true to your values, maintain balance, and strive to have a positive impact on those around you. In doing so, you'll find that success is not just an outcome, but a way of living. One that brings you deeper fulfillment and lasting happiness. Bye for now, and subscribe us.